Talking to Falk from Powerwolf. Thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Nice to be here.
It's good to have you on. Now, since your last album, Sacrament of Sin, just give us a recap on what the band has been doing, what plans you had for this next album, and what was put on hold by COVID. Did it impact that in any way, and how much?
Well, first question, after that, when we released the Sacrament of Sin album, we toured a lot. I think we never toured so much for an album as we did for the Sacrament of Sin. And after that, we had we didn't have a break, but we released our best of album, Best of the Blessed, which was also we recorded. We played it in the studio again in a new version. And just after that, we started to play another tour in South America with Amon Amarth, and that was in March last year. And yes, and at the end of the tour, we had to cancel 3 shows because this situation, the worldwide pandemic, started. But at this time, it was already planned to write new songs for album number 8, Call of the Wild, and so we did. Yeah, as you can see, it was never boring for the band. We were always on tour, working on new songs, working on new lyrics, recording the new stuff we did now for Call of the Wild, and I'm super happy and excited about the results, because it wasn't so easy for the travel situation, for example, to come to the studio. Normally, that's the most easiest part for us to travel to the studio. It's quite more difficult and harder to write new songs. And then it was like, just when we want to start with a new album to record, it was like, you are not allowed to go to the Netherlands from Germany. So we had to find a way, and we found a way, luckily. So it's a little bit a release for us that we could do it, and that we were able to do it. And in the end, the result is, for us, we love it. And what's the future concerns for your question? It's like, normally I would say we will tour again and again. And it is still the plan to have it. Summer festivals are postponed, obvious, but there is, in the 1st of October this year, our tour should start. And I'm an optimistic person. Like, in the whole situation, we are optimistic to go on stage again. So that are the plans for now, and a lot. And of course, we are doing and shooting a lot of videos for the new album and do the promo and everything. It's but I felt quite comfortable right now to have it and to bring people new music again. That's what it's all about at the end.
Now let's talk about the album Call of the Wild. I just managed to hear it today, just a few hours ago. Very nice. I like it. Tell us about that. Tell us the story behind some of the songs. I'm keen to hear some stories here.
Yeah, a lot of stories, I would say. It's first of all, I would say Call of the Wild is the next step to the Sacrament of Sin album, and I will call it really a big step, because, for example, the Sacrament of Sin album showed us that that is much more possible in our typical Powerwolf sound, and that allows us to enlarge our sound a little bit here and there, to do something new a little bit, and that encouraged us to dare even more for this album. And we discussed about the album title. It was very clear from the beginning to call it Call of the Wild, because this title is presenting typical Powerwolf. You can also interpret it like Call of the Wild Ones, which is both the band and our audience. That our audience can be really loud and wide. And yeah, and as well, this title refers to the tempting call of mankind to the nature, and in the end, we are all wild animals. And this title also stands for a very powerful, fast, and strong album. So it combines everything for us. And on this album, we have a mixture about, when I will talk about the lyrics, it's a mixture about mythologies, legends, werewolf legends, and religion. It's always a topic in Powerwolf. So, for example, we have the Beast of Gévaudan, That is a song about a French legend from the 18th century, and Gévaudan is a region in south of France called Gévaudan, and there has been a beast that killed around 100 people, and it was believed that that has to be a large wolf or something like that. It seems that when people can't explain what's going to happen, it's always a wolf or a wolf man. And this beast was hunted for years but never caught, and the killings went on. And then that's the link to our one of our main topics, to religion. The clericals believed that this is a vengeance. It's a revenge of God for all the sinners. And there's a Bible quote. It's called, "And I will send the teeth of wild animals." So we have a perfect mixture about religion and legend, and we are dealing with that. Or, for example, Blood for Blood. That was the songs refers to the Irish Fowler, a werewolf creature from Ireland. So that needs more a folkloristic style of a song. So as you can see, it's quite diverse to have different approach for the songs, but in the end, it's you can read that lyrics and can go in further details, but you can do it, or you can only listen to powerful music and you have the entertaining elements. That is always one of our most important things, to entertain people and give them a good time.
Well, you certainly made me search on the internet, because I looked up that beast of Gévaudan and Varkalak as well. I was looking up that. Very interesting stories there.
Yeah, absolutely. Varkalak is really typical for us. It's a werewolf creature in Romanian mythology, and normally if you're reading about werewolf stories and legends, normally it's more located in Eastern Europe. And then we read and go into further details, and we recognized, there's like the beast in France, like the werewolf creature in Ireland. We found some werewolf creature in mythologies in North Europe. So you could call it werewolves over Europe, something like that. And we are interested in these stories always, and but we never want to be only in this element. We always have our religious topics, for example, Faster Than the Flame, or Glaubenskraft for the German translation thing. It's also a topic. So it's quite diverse, but in the end, there's always an powerful album. Then you need a little cheeky, naughty story that we have with Undressed to Confess, so that you have a little sort of humor on it. And well, it's always a thing like Resurrection by Erection, Undressed to Confess. That's Powerwolf also. To have a little smile on your lips.
Okay, so we've got this album coming out in July, 9th of July is the date I've got here. What fills the time in for Powerwolf in between now and then? You mentioned doing some videos before, was that correct?
Exactly. We're doing a lot of videos, we do a lot of promo stuff, and of course we will prepare our shows and the live situation again, because if the world can start again with live music, really every band in the world will do it. And then it would be too late to say, okay, now it's possible again. Now we prepared our new show elements, and everyone from the crew will tell me, I'm sorry, I'm too busy, I can't help you. So we are just working on new stage setups and everything and preparing it. Even it's a little bit strange feeling, because you do it right now without knowing when it will be possible again, but we have to. We are responsible, and we have this responsibility for our fans. They were waiting, and that's it.
Give us a quick rundown on your keyboard equipment, if you don't mind. What's your preferred keyboard?
There's a difference between live situation and studio situation, obvious. For example, when the church organ is real on a studio album, of course, it's always the same place in France, a small church. We did it for years now. So it's always a quick phone call. Hey, I'm back. Can I try? Can I use the church organ again? Yes, no problem. So there are no discussion. Where are you and who are you and what are you doing? On the live situation, it's obvious not possible to have a real church organ. So on a live situation, I'm playing Nord Electro 5D, 6D. I like this red keyboards. I don't like the color, but I like the the keys and the sounds. I have a lot of stage props around my keyboards with trees and skulls and everything. So I have an endorsement deal, but no one will see my keyboards ever. So it's quite that's quite new. This is quite new to tell you that, because I never do that and no one see my keyboards. So I'm playing live the Nord Electro Klavier, and I like that.
I had a feeling. I was talking to Per who used to be in Opeth just the other day, and he used a Nord Electro.
I love this handling of this keyboard. It's a really live keyboard. You can throw it on stage and it works, you know. And in former days, I was playing organ samples with interfaces and MacBook and whatever, and some master keyboards. It was always a struggle with cable stuff and everything, and put on the stage setup. And sometimes on open air situation, it should be quick. And then I have my keyboards on a riser, bam, 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 power on, work. That's it, what I need on stage.
Hey, thanks so much for talking to us, mate.
You're welcome.
You have a great day and best of luck with your new album. Thanks again for talking to me. Good luck with your tour.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.